Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in Chemically Bonded, going for our first playthrough and going for all of the achievements that go along with that. This is going to be yet another visual novel, and just like pretty much every other visual novel, before you get started, make sure you head into the config. We're going to adjust some things in order to make things go by faster. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to the options right here. Make sure you set skip mode to all text. Then you want to make sure you set after choices to keep skipping. Then finally, once you have those set, we're going to go over to the middle, and we're going to crank both of these sliders all the way to the right. So that's going to be text rate and auto rate. Once you have that set, just back out to the main menu to save your settings, and then hit start to start up a new game. So right bumper to start fast forwarding. The game should automatically stop whenever there's any gameplay to be done. So the first thing we have to do is we have to write our name on this chalkboard. You can just hit the start button to skip it and leave it blank. Then on to the actual visual novel. Keep fast forwarding until the game automatically stops on its first choice. The game's going to be pretty bog standard when it comes to visual novels. So we're going to provide the choices that you need to make in the margin. Just make sure you follow along at home, and that should set you up on the right path in order to get to the ending that we're needing to get all of the achievements we're going for. So just make sure you pick your choice, and then we're going to keep fast forwarding. This game is going to also have cell phone choices in addition to the normal typical visual novel set of choices. Same thing for these, just make sure you choose the right one. We will label these in blue so they don't get too confusing. And besides that, we're also going to have the actual cell phone interactions. These are going to be highlighted in green. They are usually going to come down to either accepting or declining a phone call, or whether or not to choose to call or message someone. So again, those are going to be highlighted in green, but it's going to be pretty easy to figure out on top of the traditional visual novel choices. This first playthrough is going to be about 5 minutes long or so. We are going to have a save that we're going to make towards the end so we can get one of the miscellaneous achievements out of the way. So make sure you do take note of that. So once our fast forward brings us to this choice, we're going to set up our save manipulation right here. We're going to hit left bumper to go back one dialogue thing. And then once you are here, make sure you hit the pause button to bring up the pause menu. Make sure you go to save. We're going to save in slot number 1. This is going to allow us to get both outcomes of the next choice that we have coming up. Then just back out to the gameplay and then start your fast forward again. Then for this particular ending, we're going to need to pick choice number 2. So pick accept her feelings. That's going to end up kicking us back to the main menu. However, we are going to be able to load that save that we just made. We are going to need to get this ending that cuts the playthrough short, though. But nonetheless, make sure you go to load and make sure you load up that one and only save we have. This time, make sure you pick reject her, which is going to be choice 2. The game's going to flip the 2 choices when you load from a save, so make sure you do keep that in mind. Then you're going to get the ending. Make sure you let that play out. The game is going to have a credit sequence that we can't skip. So make sure you sit back, watch the credits, and then when you come back, you're going to have the little epilogue thing that you need to fast forward through. So make sure you get through that, and then we should be good for Naomi's good ending, which should get us that achievement for 90 gamer score. That's also going to wrap it up for this particular part of the guide. Make sure you stay tuned next time. We're going to cover Kiyoko's playthrough, but that's going to be it for now, and that's all there is to it.